my goodness. Tony, drop that.
Already, we in the building right now with KD Does It.
What it do, man?
What's going on, man?
Okay.
So, this is our first interview. It's one of the interviews I've done in a long time for 21st Century TV ZList Filmz. And what I like to do here is just showcase new artists. I'm ZList Filmz because you got your A-list celebrities and you got your Z-list celebrities. I'm not saying you a Z-list, but we're gonna start at the bottom.
At the bottom, yeah.
So, which people might look over that concept. You understand what I'm saying? But so how you get your name?
I get my name, man. Well, KD was a nickname growing up as a child. Does It. That was after I started my studio journey. I was like, man, well, if I'm in this thing, I'm gonna do it right. KD Does It, man.
Hold on. Alright, so how you get the name KD Does It, man?
Alright, man, so KD, the KD part, it's always been a childhood nickname, man. And Does It, that came after I started my studio journey. I was like, shit, well, if I'm in this thing, I'm gonna do it right. KD Does It, man.
So what inspired you to take that studio journey?
Studio journey, my pops. Before my pops had me, he was into the studio, hitting it up, man, making music. After he had me, yeah, things got a little difficult, so he didn't commit to it. So it's crazy how I just took it over, man. Remember in school just writing down, not realizing what God had planned for me. Everything just worked its way.
Okay, so what's some of the first songs you worked on?
Some of the first songs, man. I'll never forget my first song dropped on my 18th birthday. It's called Hot. I look back at it now, it don't sound as good, but for being my first song, yeah, I think it's something, man. I think you're able to tell that I was gonna progress through this industry.
Who made the beats for you back then?
Back then, well, it's crazy because my journey started by producing beats, making beats. I didn't have no musical theory, nothing like that. So it was very time consuming, and then kind of said F it at that point, and then I went on to purchasing beats. On a dude named KE on the track, big dude in Los Angeles.
Okay, already. So looking at the music industry, the rap game now, from when you started to now, which I know you're a young cat, do you see any change from when you started to 2023? Or has it pretty much been the same?
I do, man. I remember when I started, that's when I believe X was big still, Juice. And during that time when I started, it was more emotional, depressing songs. And now I would say it's more about, I mean, we all know violence, mainly drugs and all that now.
That's funny you say X, that's how you know it's different generations.
Yeah.
The first X that come to my mind is DMX.
DMX,
and
yeah.
You talk about X-Tentacion. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Which I like him too, he's pretty good too. You know,
Yeah.
R.I.P. to him, R.I.P. to Juice WRLD.
Yes, sir, man. Both of them. And DMX, too.
Okay, so what city, tell people about the city and you originate from.
All right. So I was born over there in Corpus, man. From Corpus, booked it up to Taft. Stayed in Taft for a little bit. Me and my family weren't that settled. I believe we first settled down in Portland. I was probably like I was still an infant. And then from Portland, we settled down in AP. We've been through 361, man. But right now we settled in Portland. It's a peaceful place. If you don't like drama, you try and keep your family in a very peaceful environment, Portland's the way to go, man.
So what's some of the music that you came up listening to? I know you mentioned a few artists earlier.
All right.
Elaborate more on who?
So, man, well, thank you for asking that, because the man behind the camera, Rashid, that's just one of the artists I grew up listening to, man. I remember my dad put me on UGK, SPM, all the dope house. Shout out dope house, man. Free SPM. You already know. I grew up listening to a bunch of H-Town music, man. I think that's why I rap slow. I'm more of the slow type.
Okay, so who are some of the artists that you work with, you know, on your journey?
On my journey, I worked with not a lot of artists, but the ones that really made an impact in my journey, man. One of the first artists, his name was Chuck Diamond. This is where I started my musical journey. It was over there at Z Productions, man. They really got me on game, they guided me in the right direction. And from Chuck Diamond, I then worked with Spaz the Demon, cold freestyling, man. Check him out. From Spaz the Demon, me and my boy Chris, we always be working in the booth, man. Young CJ, also check him out, man. Important people along my journey. And of course, man, from Z Productions, took it up to Stubo. Hey, and then from Stubo, man, God bless, I met Rashid, and journey continues.
So what's some of your goals that you want to do as far as recording music? You know, I know you got songs,
right.
but what's the next level of recording that you feel like you want to do? An album, 3 albums, one song with Ludacris, like?
Oh, yeah, I feel you. I feel the answer, man. So, one artist I didn't mention was Kurt Cobain's, man. I would love to get a feature from Kurt Cobain's. Just his vibe. I'll say that's one goal, but on the other side of that, I try to maybe one single every month, an album every year, a mixtape, multiple mixtapes, man. Feed people music, positive music. I ain't trying to have no one go around the corner and kill someone, you know. But hey, it's real life out there. Some people rap out there, but the ones that don't do that, man, put it to bed.
So on that note, they say now rap is the most dangerous job. What's your opinion of that?
Stay dangerous, man. Stay ready. You know, haters, man, everybody hating you. Even if you're doing good, you're still gonna get hate, man. But rap, it's not looking good. Stay dangerous.
Trump or Biden?
Trump, man. Trump.
Yeah, with Sleepy Joe, can't even remember the stage.
Yeah. Ain't no way to forget that, man. But Trump all the way, man. I hope he gets back.
So, looking at all of the stuff that's going on, we got YF and Lucci, Rico case, YSL, Rico case, New York rappers, Rico case. You know, how do you keep yourself out of trouble?
Well, I'm be honest about that, man. It's a lot of responsibility. It's very easy to go in the wrong direction. But as of now, I'm in my parents' household, and I respect my parents to a very high level. So bringing drama to their doorstep is not something I want to do. Personally, it's not something I want to do for myself, seeing the route I'm on, what I could possibly achieve. I don't want to ruin that. But it's very easy too, so think twice.
So, if you had to give some advice to a guy that's getting money right now, but he's stuck in between doing entertainment full time in the streets, what kind of advice would you give him in order which direction to go?
If you want to do music full time, man, you need to put yourself in an environment that's not gonna have you looking over your shoulder. If you're not willing to make that sacrifice, don't worry it, bro. It ain't gonna mix.
Just do straight gangster shit.
Straight gangster, straight music, man. If you want the music, you need to take yourself out that environment. Otherwise, you're gonna be doing music and looking over your shoulder. You pick.
Okay, so what's some of the different cities that you think you might want to hit up outside of where you from?
Outside of where I'm from, I know I want to touch on Dallas, man. I'm excited for Dallas. Around Houston. Louisiana would be nice. That's where my grandma at. I would love to bring a show to her. Shoot, man. Other than that, I think whatever's on the list, I'm maybe popping out. May see Katie Does It, the whole game, man. Young CJ, Dope House, wherever.
Already. So, how did the world get in touch with you?
How'd the world get in touch with me, man?
Social media is all that stuff.
Social media. First, you can start off, go to Facebook, look up Kelly Havens. From there, you'll find everything you need to know. Or you go to my Instagram, all lowercase, KD_Havens. You pick.
So you want to be an animal. Who would
Okay.
you be?
Who would I be? It's a good question. I ain't never thought about it, but I'm gonna say a lion.
Already. You more of a math guy or a reading guy?
I used to be a math guy, so I'm gonna go with math guy, man. I'm gonna go with math.
Already. So what do you feel like is some subjects in school that they could have taught you, but they didn't? And I know that's, kind of a long-range question. But,
Yeah.
It don't have to be a lot, but maybe one or two things that you be like, man, if they would have taught me this in school, boom.
I'm a touch more on real life situations when you get out of school. I like the financial aid. That was a good prep to what my credit score and all this and that would look like and bring. But I would like more real life, man. I learned more outside of school than I did inside. So that right there.
Okay. So I know people in entertainment, they pretty much have their own schedule to do what they want to do. How much do you feel discipline is important in maintaining yourself as an artist?
It's important, man. It's one of the priorities, discipline. You need to wake up in the morning already wanting it. Just wake up in the morning and straight chasing it. You don't even need to think about it. That's what discipline is, man. Soon you get to a level of discipline, you just do it without thinking about it. Let's just say you've been waking up in the morning and you write a quick verse, man. That's discipline right there. You may not even no motivation, not in the mood, but you writing down, you just keep rolling. Keep rolling.
So, there's a lot of bloggers out there. Are you familiar or do you listen or follow any of the other bloggers?
Okay. I will say this, man. I know Kai. I see a lot of Kai content, so I do tap into Kai. That's about the only one, man, as I scroll through the social.
Have you ever heard of a guy called Fousey?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I have.
What the fuck's his problem?
That's something we need to ask that guy. That's something we need to ask him,
Try to
man.
get Fousey, man. I just kind of checked
That's
him
what's
out the
up.
other day, and I was like, God damn, this boy's making a lot of money. They crazy as fuck. But that's just my opinion. Don't get mad, Fousey. I don't know you. So, people do a lot of things to go viral these days.
Yeah, they do.
How you feel about the Ivy Boys?
I hope they come back up, man. I can't say I'm too proud of how their journey went, but I hope I'll never wish bad on no one.
To me, the only thing they did stupid was kissed each other.
Oof.
So,
I forgot about that, man.
Yeah,
That's
they took it a little too far there.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
More power to them. Don't
Come
do
on,
that.
man. Yeah.
Okay, so off top, do you have any knowledge of any major labels? Not knowledge of them, but can you name some of the major record labels?
I'd probably say like Rock Nations, Interscope, just the ones you hear all day.
Rock Nation. Okay, so if you had to sign with one of those, who would you sign with?
I can't answer that because I don't see myself signing. Maybe I would like to go to Dreamville with J. Cole. I would like Dreamville J. Cole with Shady Records, baby. Hook it up with Shady and Dre, maybe. That'll be pretty cool. But independent all the way.
Okay, so if you had a message, a word of advice to somebody in your position, you're kind of young yourself, so I'm not gonna say young artist, but somebody that's in your position, on the same path, in the same route, what would you tell them?
I'm gonna tell you the same thing you hear all the time, man. Don't listen to no one. Do you. Do what you gotta do that's gonna take you to where you wanna go. Because if you don't do what you gotta do, you ain't gonna get to where you wanna go. If you listen to all the outside voices, that's gonna stop you from getting to where you wanna go. So don't pay attention to none of it. Do what you gotta do, man. Now this is Caddy Does It. You tuned in with ZList Films. This is Caddy Does It, baby. You watching 21st Century TV.